Well, I first learned about BVD. I had an abortion storm on my farm. I obviously had a naive herd, but something which was infected in. I had 3 cows abort in a short time, and I'd never had an abortion before on the farm. Like most farmers, the first cow that aborts, you don't really do anything about because everybody accepts an abortion once every few years. When number 2 and 3 happened within another 3 weeks after, got the vet out, did some tests, and we found BVD. We've eradicated BVD by blood testing and using tag and tests. Now obviously we did that to try and find PIs. When we actually really got stuck into it, we found antibodies, so we'd known we'd had infection in the past, which we already knew. But when we tried to look for persistently infected cattle PIs, we actually didn't find any because they'd probably died or been removed from the farm beforehand. The benefits of eradicating are huge. The calves are a lot healthier when born. We don't get scours, we don't get pneumonia, we hardly use any antibiotics at all. I use artificial insemination for breeding my herd. Our conception rates have gone up to over 70%. It's like a car running on 4 cylinders instead of 3.
We found out we had BVD as we were initially testing bulk milk samples for PIs and also testing a small number of in-calf heifers with blood samples. These were all showing negative results for BVD, but we began to see a drift in our technical performance on farm. Our vet suggested that we should be tag and testing our calves, and once we started doing that, we started to find PIs. After testing all the calves, we then went and tested all the animals with a management tag, where we discovered no PIs. We have removed the PI calves by having them put down on farm by our vet, and once we began our vaccination program and continued with the tagging and testing, after 9 months we quickly saw a massive increase in on-farm technical performance.
My main role in BVD-Free is I've been asked to chair the communication group, which is pulling together all the various stakeholders and shareholders in BVD-Free, so NFU, AHDB, Farmers Weekly, and another 92 companies that have signed up to be involved to really communicate the benefits of why England in particular should be BVD-free. I think every farmer should be involved because BVD is one of the diseases that we can beat. There are some quite fiddly things out there, tuberculosis, Johne's, those sort of diseases will be very hard to deal with. BVD-Free is actually really easy to deal with. It's a very low cost way of doing it, tag and test or bloods or milk samples, and it's one of those diseases that if we all work together we can get rid of, get it off the British Isles. Costs are over 60 million a year associated to BVD-Free, and it's easy, and therefore it's one of those things if we work together we can do. Some of the things are much harder, let's do one of the easy ones.